The year that didn't start at 11:58. The city held its breath. Windows were open despite the cold. Music bled from apartments. Someone down the block tested fireworks, early 3 sharp cracks that echoed like knuckles on a coffin lid. On rooftops and balconies, phones were raised, red recording lights blinking, waiting to witness the exact moment time agreed to move forward. I stood on my fire escape with a plastic cup of cheap champagne, watching the countdown crawl across a giant screen in the plaza below. 10, 9, 8. A wind rose that hadn't been there a second earlier warm. Wrong. It carried a low hum, not loud enough to panic anyone, just enough to vibrate in the teeth. 7, 6. People laughed. Someone screamed happily. My phone buzzed as text queued up, ready to send the instant the year changed. 5. The hum deepened. Stitude. Streetlights flickered, then steadied. Okay. Fireworks stalled mid-launch, hanging for a breath like confused birds. 4, 3. The sky split. Not with lightning. This was a clean, geometric tear, a glowing seam stitched across the clouds. Light poured through it, pale and metallic, as if the sky itself had an underside. 2, 1. Midnight never happened. The plaza screen froze at 0 o'clock, blinking uselessly. Music cut out everywhere at once. Fireworks dropped unlit back to the pavement. The hum swelled into something physical, a pressure that pushed tears into my eyes. Then they came down. The ships were not sleek or beautiful. They looked unfinished, all angles and hollow ribs, like enormous scaffolds given motion. They descended slowly, deliberately, as if to prove they had nowhere else to be. A voice rolled across the city, not from speakers, not from the air, but from inside our heads. Please remain calm. People did exactly the opposite. Cars crashed as drivers bailed. Glass shattered. Someone dropped to their knees, praying. I couldn't move. The champagne slipped from my fingers and burst on the concrete below, the sound impossibly loud in the sudden silence. Your calendar is inaccurate, the voice continued. This transition was not approved. Beams of light swept the streets, passing harmlessly through walls, through bodies. Wherever they touched, time stuttered. A man running tripped and remained frozen inches above the ground, his fear locked in place like a sculpture. I tried to scream. No sound came out. Do not resist, the voice said gently. Resistance delays correction. The realization hit me harder than the fear. This wasn't an invasion for land or water or conquest. This was a recall. Above us, the sky tear widened, revealing layer cities stacked like circuit boards, stars rearranged into grids, vast shapes moving with purpose. The universe behind the universe. Buildings began to dissolve into light, lifted upward in precise columns. Not destroyed, unmade. A woman near me managed to speak. What did we do? The voice answered her directly, warm and apologetic. Huh? You advanced without authorization. Screens flickered back to light phones, billboards, TVs visible through apartment windows. Every display showed the same thing. Graphs, numbers, timelines, branching and snapping shut. Your species reached a fork. You were not meant to choose IT yet. I thought about everything we'd rushed, every shortcut, every warning ignored because it took too long. The sky pulsed. The era begins at midnight, the voice said. We will roll you back. Light surged. The frozen man fell. Sound returned, all at once, sirens, shouting, the shatter of panic colliding with physics. I felt myself being pulled upward, every memory peeling loose, like pages torn from a book too fast to read. I clutched the railing, screaming now, begging, promising anything. God, the voice softened. You will not remember this, guy. The sky stitched itself closed. I woke on my fire escape, heart racing, champagne untouched in my hand. The plaza screen below Read 11:58. Music played. A tire works cracked. My phone buzzed. 10, 9, 8. Somewhere deep in my skull, something whispered, "Don't celebrate too loud." They're watching the clock.